Attention, if you or a loved one has been diagnosed.
0, and I'm excited to say that we got a guy that we've been trying to get to do the podcast. This is like episode 130. We probably asked him in like episode 3. You know what I'm saying? Every time we ask him this shit, he just break out like, you know what I'm saying? You know how you look nigga off, he just look nigga off. He got something to do, but I guess he made it possible. He found it in his heart to lend us some of his time. He's a father. He's a grandfather. And hell, I might be a great-great-grandfather. He started having children at about 11. So, hey, without further ado, welcome to Barbershop Sonny Podcast. Sonny, Kenji, Julio, Blacc. Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to tell that episode. No, that is right up. On top of it.
Oh, you good.
Yeah, that's it. What that?
They get it.
Yep. All right. Yeah, we're getting started on there. So before we even get started, man, make sure y'all go ahead and like it. Go ahead and share it. It's going to be one of the best episodes ever. Next to the last one, and then the one before that one too. But hey, this is gonna be a great one. So hey, while we got you here, go ahead and just hit the like and hit the share. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. And you can hit the heart, then it's gonna look like you're righteous, like you righteously enjoying it. So yeah, go ahead and share it. Go on, share it. Go ahead and share it, man. Go ahead and share it. Let me see. Yeah, we're gonna get it going. We're gonna get it on. Shout out to all the people who came down here to watch this episode 130 live. What's going on? Me? What up, man? What's that, Antonio?
What up, Mr. Big Bro?
Oh, Antonio. Hey, man, call Antonio that massage man right there. Hey, you need to be rubbed out, rubbed up, rubbed in. You gonna win. He got you. Call Antonio. What that number, Antonio is?
It's 205-218-7869.
That is. One more time.
205-218-7869.
All right, that's what's happening. And then shout out to old L.A. Alexander Jr. III. What's happening? Gus. No, that's the good hot dog man. So if y'all down there on, what is that, 4th Avenue North, downtown behind the FedEx Kinko, where they'll put a boot on your car if you over there and get shit printed. It is Gus Hot Dogs with L.A., and he is good. He washes his hands all the time. He'll just nigga the sauce good on your hot dog. But go check him out. Check him out. So, hey, without further ado, man, hey, don't forget about K1 with Z Lens Media for all your media needs. You need something edited? Call K1. You need something recorded? Call K1. You need a drone? Call K1. And that number is 205. What else, K1?
249-3486.
All right, one more time for the people who might have missed it.
249-3486.
Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is, man. So yeah, so that's K1 with Z-Lens Media. Like he the only, well he ain't the only, but he one of the few people I know that got a drone. Not one of them little drones. He got like one of them drones he had to put together. Like, he had to put the wings and shit on. He ain't got no little drone, but, you know, but then lay that whole car in the front seat. No, he got a drone there. When he get out, he got to put that whole together. So, yeah, so make sure y'all check out Z-Lens Media and check out his page on the Facebook. So, without further ado, man, we'll go ahead and get into some of this dialogue, man, and we finna see about Sonny, Kenji, Rockhouse Blacc, Rockhouse University, Rockhouse Movies, Rockhouse Toys. I think he got a couple action figures. Them whole look just like him. Like Roger, you know what I'm saying? That's body positivity, you know what I'm saying? That's why we got him here, you know what I'm saying? He gonna represent it. So yeah, so what up, Sonny Blacc? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, man. We appreciate you coming.
See, I shook your hand that time. You see, I didn't shake your hand last time.
Yeah, you're over here now, so I guess, you know,
what's going on, youngster?
Got a little nervous tonight, you want to speak to the nigga now.
That's how we get out. What's up, man? Hey, we gonna slow roll it, man. Cause we can start on any point in time. I feel like in entertainment or just entrepreneurship from the entrepreneurship perspective, but me myself and B got be his hand over there right now. I guess I started this thing off by asking you, Sonny Blacc. They say Sonny Blacc, the music man. He sell clothes. He sell CDs. So where all this started? What as far as your point of view? Because people have a different perspective where it started. Cause you got an origin here, got an origin now. Tell us a little bit about where just the perspective for entertainment or whatever started it. Music, entertainment.
Really with watching Romeo.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? He was he has been doing music ever since he was 14, 15, my cousin BJ and them. And so I kind of just watched him, admired him, you know what I mean? And I used to try to get in, as a youngster, 8. Oh man, get on the turntables and do that. We're going to call you baby brother the diamond cutter. But that was really a way to like go the hell on, right?
Yeah.
And so while he did it with his big homeboys, with his homeboys, then I kind of just watched my big homeboys do it, you know what I mean? And just watching and trying to keep up, one
what you saying
from my brother, right?
Okay.
And so he like my first rap ever, he wrote it. And gave it to me. And so I said that from LA all around Birmingham at one time when I first got here, right? And then my partner Fresh, he taught me how to write because Romeo was like so busy because he was, he trying to get in the league. And Fresh was seeing how sad I was, like not able to keep up and like, man, listen, you just write 3 pages or whatever you want to say, and I'm gonna come in here and show you how to put it all together and teach you how to write.
Okay, Fresh, what's going on? Fresh be tuning in week to week.
And so from that it was like me and Yayo had a group, which was Mr. Yayo, which is his little brother, which is Fresh's little brother. And after that, time go by. I'm not even interested in music. I'm just getting into trouble, and I ended up. And Herman knew I wanted to do music, so he was like, "Yo, man, I got these. My 2 cousins rap. I had already knew you and Fred, but not from that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so when he told me y'all know to rap, I'm like, man, them niggas don't know how to rap. Yeah, they know how to rap. It was like, well, let's see. You know what I'm saying? That's when we linked up.
Music, band guys.
Yeah. So basically, you got a kind of cheat sheet because you was like there, rock house wise from.
Yeah, exactly.
Day one, you know what I'm saying? If I go 10 years ahead of that with us and Ensley, then that's just me watching Romeo put down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
exactly.
Over here, in '94, was like
the beginning of you doing.
Exactly.
I got you. I asked about the origin, cause it's just like an outlook and a perspective. Like I was saying earlier, that perspective of, that's interesting. Even if you ain't think you was gonna be doing it, when Ron was doing it, cause like you say, he trying to get in the league, he was gone, but it still was like that influence too.
Yeah.
From what I've been hearing from you over the years talking about it. But I really wanted you not before the story go any further, cause I know we're gonna go further and it may still come up. I didn't know if it started with Ron or I know some stuff you always talked about your grandfather.
With my grandfather.
Yeah. So I didn't know if that was first or Ron was first.
For me,
you finding out about what your grandfather did.
For me, it was Ron, cause we in the house.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm watching him with Wheel to Wheels and TR-808s and all kind of stuff putting it together. And when I'm found out about my grandfather, because my dad died when I was like 3. So when I found out about my grandfather, he was like an agent for all these up and coming stars, which was Richard Pryor and Red Fox and Leroy and Skillet and Wanda Page, all these people. So he was their agent. You know what I mean? They never talk about him.
Yeah.
You know, they never really talk about
Say his
him.
name.
And so, you know, even when I was watching Dolomite Is My Name, I'm looking at you seen it?
The
The
one that
new
was on
Dolomites.
The Eddie Murphy one.
Yeah.
When I'm watching
Yeah.
them and they inside the club, you know, they never really say partner name, the fat black nigga who was Faison Love. You know what I mean? Like, but they didn't like him. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess, I assume they didn't like him, you know what I mean?
What it was, Sagittarius?
Shit, I don't even know.
Hey, maybe
What
you
was
know,
his
man,
name?
you know, hey.
Bob White.
Bob White.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That was up. I'd heard you tell the story before, never heard you say the name.
Yeah.
But that was up.
So Faison played your dad?
No, not my dad.
Oh, okay.
No, that was my granddad.
Okay, granddad.
So let me ask you this, Sonny. I know you're involved in music, and I know that's what we kind of leaning toward. But did you find that out about your granddad prior to ever even getting in music? And if so, did it have an influence like, man, this shit possible?
Nah, because when I left LA, I wasn't nothing but like 10, 11 years old. So we already had all the Laugh records with my pops on and my auntie and my granddad on the covers and stuff like that. But here, like I said, I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't really know. And, you know, like my brother Forrest, you know, for when I got older, he sent me like records.
Yeah.
Like, man, I was going through the stores, I found these records, I want to send them to you, boom. And, you know, I'm looking, then it started making me start thinking. So now I'm going back looking at different interviews. I'm like, damn, they never say nothing about him. That's crazy. You know what I mean? And I found this one Dolomite record, not record, but movie. It was like his live after he got bankrupt.
Okay.
And they were doing like a reunion tour type of thing. And they had brought him up, and one of the pages was like, oh, he was a mean man, and we told him if he didn't bring Dolomite back that all of us were gonna leave, and when they all left is when all of them blew up. You know what I mean? And so whatever grudge they had or whatever they went through, nobody never talks about it. And I'm too young to ever ran into those people to ask questions or anything like that.
But just in general, don't it seem like that's a constant in music where the kind of people that you start with,
Nigga write you out.
You seem like you blow, and then you be with somebody else, and those people back there, you know, whether they had you signed or not, there's always some type of discrepancy with where you started at for real, or you know who the first people you were with. You know heard that before, ain't me? No, man.
People write you out of history, out your own shit. They'll write you out your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I put this whole thing together, but people write you out. I try not to do that.
Yeah.
I don't have to mess with you every day or like you or, you know, or however. You know what I mean? If we was all rocking, then that's just it. You know what I'm saying? Then we went our own ways.
Yeah, it
don't
was
matter.
what it was.
They're right.
Yeah. If it was to ever come up, that was the story, you know.
Yes, like Romeo. If you go to asking him a lot about our history, especially on the West Side, like, yo, bro done did so much shit since then. He don't even, like a lot of people, he don't remember them.
Yeah.
But by me sitting around so little, I'm like, yo, such and such was there, and this nigga and that, woo-woo. And I keep that in my head. I you know what I'm saying? I always, they like my rap stars, right?
Yeah.
They was
Exactly.
my Rakim and all that from here. That's why I never left.
I guess.
You know what I mean? My moms used to be like, yo, Alabama is ain't for a young nigga. Go ahead and go back. I'm like, I think we can make it here though. I done seen so many talented people, bro. And you know, so I stayed and I'm still here looking at talented niggas.
I get that. That's kind of a look back into the influence on it, man. So we rolling on up to the start of Rock House Records, because you said that's when you start putting your feet down in that thing. Give us the, you said you met me and Fred. Well, you already knew me and Fred, but you found out that we was doing music outside of the band and stuff like that, because we had started going over JD house.
Yeah. I didn't even know y'all was in the band. It was somewhere up in there where I done moved in the house, got kids, started having kids, and then
see, we was at Move.
I don't know what happened.
We was at Move. We was in school. We were moving that way. You were moving your way. That's how it went.
Did them niggas have on blue? I don't know what it means. I'm just asking if them niggas have on blue, man.
All our life, man.
Let me take a guess.
So Chuck, dude named Chuck Bornstar. You know Chuck?
Yeah.
Chuck Bornstar, brother Stevie Ray rapped for Romeo back in the late 80s.
Barbershop Stories podcast, episode 130 was sitting there with Sonny Blacc. Come back to you, Sonny.
That was a nice commercial.
Yeah. I wasn't trying, but since you brought it up, it was pretty fast.
So that was on my west side, on when I was on the west side. So when I moved over here in '89, I ended up running back into Chuck some kind of way in probably like 92, 93.
I remember you saying that. So Chuck stayed on the west before he moved on.
They really from New York. Chuck really from New York.
I didn't know that.
But he was living on Avenue K with where I stayed at in Ensley, right? And
I know Chuck was staying in Woodlawn on Georgia Road. Yeah.
And so I guess he had been hearing about me, and I already knew him, so he wanted to do a demo for Eric Sermon, and him, OT, and JD end up coming to my house / other spot. So when they come through there, he asked me to put up the money. And I'm telling you, I think about it, and just so happened, when I came back a couple of days later, all y'all was in the house. It was JD, GPT, Steel, you, Bubba. Everybody was up in the house chilling that day. And so I think it turned into a smoke session. Drink session.
Now I'm remembering the day you talking about now. I wasn't there, but I know what day you talking about. Yeah. That's the day I didn't skip school.
So it's basically a smoke session at this point.
Yeah.
And we were just on Bone Thugs and Harmony real hard, and I think GP and T Steel started rapping back and forth, which caught my attention, because while we in that meeting talking and chilling, me and our street crew, which is me, Herman, Heavy, and Tiny, and Pooh's Earl, is in another room looking like, why the hell is all these young ass niggas up in the trap? And the niggas started rapping. So that was why, evidently, you know what I mean? When they did that.
So this after the Chuck meeting with JD and all that.
Chuck brought him.
Yeah.
But me and Chuck didn't link on the music. But it so happened, just so happened, JD came back though. He came back with them. I don't know if JD was in school or he just know his cousin up there. So they come back smoking. We had the guy, so we all up in there.
We were gonna do that anyway from time to time.
And so he, at that point, it just turned into a let's link up and start a label. It was for me. It was like my way out.
That's how you started.
That's how I started. It instantly came, because I didn't know how I was gonna get out the streets. I didn't know how I was gonna get out from hustling. I was just stuck.
When you say you was in the street, like, what you doing? Like, you a tap dance or what?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, because like, honestly, I'm being serious. I hear a lot of guys say they're in the streets, but like, what, tap dancing, selling cans, what?
It was electric slides.
Okay, well, we just wanted some clarity for the view all because I know a lot of people.
We was, you know, we gang banging. When we hustling.
But you were. Like what set you climbing?
I don't want to play with that.
Ain't nobody playing, man. Y'all think that's a legitimate question. Sometimes you gang bang, but you ain't saying who you gang with.
Hey, wild.
LA, don't you want to know?
Nah,
Yeah,
okay, but
I'm from Harlem though.
oh, you're from Harlem.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we
right.
turn around. And that's when I sing. So once I did that, I was like, yo, I think I started having like my own little personal meetings with JD.
Mm-hmm. JD Smoke Ham, that's what we
yeah.
talking about.
So
What's up, Jay?
once me and him agreed on whatever, I started Rock House, and we created. He was already doing production, so we did a production company, and then we did the record companies of Five-Bo Productions, and then Rock House. Just a side door. We had already been slick going up Stan House in recording though. We had did a couple of songs with him, and
brought one up then.
Who Stan?
Nah, when you said Five-O Productions,
Yeah.
but that was a production team because I'm just thinking straight more.
No, so yeah, the Morgue was the clique. That's why I put that question on there because nobody, you know, even the niggas that was in it was like, I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember. You know what I mean?
That's what that was in my head from Still from the Question. Cause G said the unfamiliar, then he named damn near everybody,
Close.
but he added one.
He close. He put Tech Click in there.
No, he didn't. He put Johnny.
He put Johnny in there.
Well, Johnny is infamiliar, but he went more though.
No.
Then you asked what clique started. The original clique was
which was T Steel, GP, you, Fred, Reese, John Drea. See, John Drea wasn't in there.
Yeah, Shiesty.
You see what I'm saying? And well, I thought I said me, JD. That was the original crew. That's the tape that.
And Fred.
That's the tape that and Fred. That's the tape that Nick is basically talking about.
Yeah.
You know when we was talking about the cassette tape that went out, had all the records.
Exactly, yeah, with the Morgue stuff on it,
yeah. Yeah, it had a lot of stuff from the Morgue on the 68th Street Lockdown, which was Kenny Eichner, Boo Boo, and Corey.
So this basically the scene starting the Barber, the Morgue. The Morgue is going, cause like I said, I know we had got a little past just what the name of it was. But the Morgue was going. JD producing for other groups besides outside of the Morgue, you know what I'm saying, also. But okay, we're gonna the contrast to what was going on when the Morgue kind of dissolved into Rock House. What's your
It was already Rock House.
Okay, all right. You may need to jog my memory. So I'm asking questions based on my timeline and how kind of things were blurred. That all that stuff was kind of.
It happened fast.
Yeah, because that's why I was gonna ask you what's your insight on how that formed.
It was like 94, 95.
So the more being JD produced music.
JD was the head guy.
Yeah.
Period. He was Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And you had GP who could make beats, and that was they was clashing. They wasn't working well. T Steel who could create beats, it wasn't working well, and at that time, so JD was the guy. And he would come over there, and if T Steel had a tune, maybe, or GP had a tune, and make it, and then Fam would make it up. Exactly. So that was the first person that ever did that for me, was JD. You know,
Produce, engineer.
Show me how to make a beat. Boom, I made the beat. He beef it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically writing beats, and then a beat, and then he'll turn around and beefed it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He also was the person that taught me how to write, because I said Fresh was, but JD was the person who taught me how to write where I could see. You know how niggas were writing 8 bars at that time. You know, instead of doing the whole page, it was like
Running it,
1, 2 lines, skip a line, go down to where we'll be able to see it and all that. That was like our crew thing almost at one time.
The industry method though.
And you'd be able to read off the paper and all that. And so, you know, fam taught me that. So him doing that, I felt it was favor, right? So I never, you know, me and him had many disagreements that wasn't probably ever worth anything. You know what I'm saying? To where we never in each other's face, but like, yo, we just never banded back up.
That's what's up.
So we started cutting Purse Snatcher. When we went to start going to Studio 6, we was really finna redo the whole Eastside Mafia album again. While we start putting our shit together, while we kind of learn what we doing, we kind of putting the whole thing on Eastside Mafia, which was the group.
Okay. Eastside Mafia basically was born out of the morgue.
Eastside Mafia was John Juria, Steele, GP, Reese, and JD.
And JD, yeah. So at that point was Eastside Mafia your first? Hold on, let me make sure I ain't running past a question I wanted to ask you. Was Eastside Mafia your first album or first music group you tried to work with, or when you start saying, okay, I'm not just gonna rap, I'm gonna actually form this label?
I formed the label and the group is Eastside Mafia.
Okay.
And I'm knowing that what me, you, and Fred was gonna do was gonna be something special. So I'm like, kind of, we ain't got it. We didn't. We had it, but we didn't have it. They had it right then.
Chemistry. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had what they needed right then. It was like, yo, we got to go
and
in there.
chemistry. Let me
exactly.
say talent and chemistry.
So we got to put our shit together. But while they putting their shit together, we know we doing click songs, morgue songs, life or death, and all that shit, dead presidents and all that stuff that we lost.
We building as a team. We
right.
we rubbing shoulders at the time. You know what I'm saying? We on the block, just pretty much vibing off each other. The stronger guys always lead. You know what I'm saying? And showing you the ropes. And we built. We built from there. From there, well, would you say the aim was, okay, Eastside Mafia?
At that point, for real, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. At that point, I didn't even fucking know. I'm just, yo, bro, we get in the studio. I'm just doing what I seen my brother do.
Let's work.
You see what I'm saying? I'm just doing what I seen Rome do. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna go in the studio. We ain't going in there because at that time JD was recording. We super hood. We in the hangar with pantyhose around that motherfucker and 2 cassette decks, and JD putting run that shit off a little bit of Kid Casio sampler and got that shit doing shit that he was talented, bro. Bro was super talented. And is super talented. I'm quite sure he still got it. You feel what I'm saying?
Probably in the lab now.
And going in there, he was like taking the tapes and doing all that. But me, I'm like, we going to the studio.
Yeah.
We going to the studio. You know what I mean? And so on top of that, we're like, we got to go buy some equipment. So I went and bought equipment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I started buying equipment. We started hitting up the yo.
Yeah.
Then the task force came in and kicked my fucking dog in the hinges.
You took the words out of my mouth and said everything after that turned to a movie. Shit, for a little while.
Yeah, exactly.
It turned to a movie.
So now it's what I didn't want to happen because I got
gray area.
I got all my niggas that I consider, even though it took me a while to realize that these niggas was almost my age, right? The niggas that I consider my little homies, I'm like, man, I done just jeopardized all my little partners. I got them in my trap with me, and when the task force come in there, they're like, yo, goddamn, this nigga 15. He's 16. He's 17. This nigga in 11th grade, 10th grade, 12th grade. What the
trial
fuck?
was the studio.
And-
The studio was the trial.
That's right. And you know what fucked me up was that I knew, cause you know when I first came, I used to be like, yo, y'all gotta go,
Yeah.
because I knew how y'all moms was like.
Oh yeah.
Used to look at me and be
Mary
like,
Elizabeth didn't play
you know what I'm
no
saying?
guy.
Used to look at me and feel like I was a troublemaker, even though I was Herman.
Yeah.
Because Herman got in trouble everywhere we went. Like, just chill, bro. He didn't have no chill.
You talking about the Herman I know that go to church all the time, Herman?
Yeah, he was.
They
Yeah.
come here with JB and get his haircut.
You feel me?
Black Dre.
We gotta bring Herman Evans
You know,
up here.
but we always had a clique of guys that was in the street.
Yeah.
But him at that time, I'm like, yo, now they really finna be looking at me funny. You know, my mom worked 24 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Yeah.
So people know that, yo, ain't nobody at home's house. It's just him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now when they kick the door in, I'm like, God damn, I done got these niggas put in jail.
Well, that was a crazy day, boy. Right
Which
now,
one? Because it happened twice.
Yeah. Both of them crazy, but the second time, I wasn't there.
You wasn't there. You wasn't there. That nigga Fred did not want to go to that house with me. He was like, nah, man. I'm like, come on, we're gonna dip in here and dip back out.
Yeah, man.
As soon as he closed the door, everybody looked at me. There they go.
I was right around the corner at my auntie house, laying on the floor, sleep.
Damn.
Laying on the floor, sleep.
So them folk came in there for some tap shoes?
You feel me?
Damn.
Man.
So
They came up for the studio equipment.
and they took it. They took the equipment, wraps, all kind of shit, and then it turned around and it was a crazy time. At that point, I don't know.
It was all great. That's why I said
JD
was a
came
movie.
and got the equipment.
what was left of it.
He told exactly. He told Drac and Aqua. I mean Pooh. I'm calling nigga Aqua. And Pooh to come that I said to get the equipment. So he took the equipment home and started recording at his crib.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's we kind of you know niggas are starting to go to school. I don't know if you was even in school still. I think
out of school by
you
that
had got a
time.
job.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of apart, and then they had banned me from the hood for a year. So now I'm from there
I'm staying with my sister in Kingston Hill.
to Crestwood
Banned from Woodlawn.
to Fountain Heights. And at that point at Fountain Heights is when we the second generation of rock houses kind of starting to be reborn with
Coming
the
out the
same
grave.
niggas. With
Yeah.
you know, this is not JD not there no more. 100%.
Yeah.
He kind of in and out. You feel me? This is where
Fine.
Outlaw and all that stuff come from.
It was always some scattered stuff going on in that little time frame, but we didn't have that spot.
Yeah.
Like we was gathering up on the 4 or at JD spot, well JD Mum's spot.
Yeah.
But Fountain Heights turned into that. You know what I'm saying?
But see, before you go too far, though, son, we got to bag up. He said he done got put out a whole neighborhood. we just go graze over that like this nigga was bad from a whole side of town. I ain't see him over there all the time. I'm saying
Man, out of Woodlawn.
he ain't mad.
Nah, that was in 90, maybe 96. That was in 96.
Damn.
Going into 96, yeah.
So did they have like
that was 96 going into 97. Because at this
By
point,
the time you finish off going to court, yeah.
So-
at this point, then I'm coming to Kingston.
So when they put you out, now just curious question. I ain't never been put out a whole neighborhood before.
I got put out a neighborhood twice. Goddamn.
So when they put you out, like, do they have to? Y'all had to meet and they talk to you before you come back.
Yeah,
or
this
you
is
just
like,
come back
let's put this
after-
shit in writing, but I got to sneak in and motherfucking sneak out.
That's funny. Though.
Yeah.
They got put out
We
twice.
catch you over here. You
Yeah,
already
your
know
ass
what it
is,
is.
it's always.
That's funny. Huh?
Yeah.
Like Herman was talking about in here earlier, they had, the law probably still on the book. They was actively doing it back then.
Yeah.
If you was on the corner 3 or 4 deep, 4 or 5 deep, they were whooping up.
It's illegal.
Because it was called loitering in the known
See,
drug area.
that was like when they started that. we was a target of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, where can you go that is not a known area?
They actually did that on
right?
54.
So they was like come through picking us up on a regular, and then from there, we didn't have a producer, so we was in the hunt for a producer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think the first songs that we kind of did, and it was production wise, was for real recent GP. It was Dear God and Crazy World.
Crazy world.
And
You just made you jog my memory at that point. That because Jay-Z had pretty much started. Yeah,
He was doing his own thing.
other groups and
he was
and
doing his own thing.
he was kind of developing, phasing from the Moore to Smoke Hound.
Yeah.
The Smoke Hound came maybe a little later, but it wasn't much later. But you're right. P was doing some tracks, Reese, and I think you had started fooling around on that. What that was, the QY10.
We always using it
Yeah.
until Fred got the car and slammed that bitch on the ground, and it was the end of that.
I might have made a little bink track on that motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Real.
But yeah, man, that was like I said, that was the gray area of rock house. I would say how they say in history, the dark ages, or whatever you want to call a rock house. Well, okay, it did lay low for a minute, but it never went totally away. Because you was still politicking with people outside of the group, which was like club promoters, other people in DJs is what I want to say. Other studios for us to go to and record in, you know what I'm saying? Because we young, you knew more about what was going on as far as being able to do music than us. Yeah.
You know what happened? Because it's 1996, 97 coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I had to start finding my brother friends.
Okay.
Because these niggas always
That's
did
who all
music.
these people was. Okay.
Exactly. So the nigga we was going, my
we
partner
going to end,
in West End.
Yeah. I remember.
West End was his partner Kenny.
Okay.
And Kenny, he started coming over there and he'd make us some beats and shit. The little homeboy who stayed down the street from us, on the block, I think his name was Rod too. He did beats.
Okay, big boy used to come up from the back. Yeah.
He dropped us off a beat tape. Then we met DJ Steele over there in Central City, and he was the producer for Cloud 9.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
And we met him in Lou. I don't know if you remember Lou.
Remember Lou, yeah.
Yeah, and then we met Lou. And
be on some of the talk like that be going on now. Way back then, yeah. On far as the woke stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember Lou, yeah.
He's a black nationalist.
Not you, Lou. There's another Lou.
And so we everything just started kind of moving around. And when we went to go make Crazy World in 1996, we went to this place called On Track. On Track was in Centerpoint. Used to be a Wendy's in Centerpoint. I don't know if you know, but it was a little studio down there called On Track. We went.
Okay, we went out there before Studio 6?
No, after, because dude banned us from Studio 6. We couldn't go. Yeah. He would only let Wallace.
Studio 6 was Purse Snatcher OJ got dropped in Studio 6.
We originally did Crazy World in there.
Got to Keep a Nina.
It was Purse. I don't know if that was in there, but I don't remember.
It was something else. Yeah, it was something else. It was about 2 or 3 songs that we did around there with Frank.
We was cool with, bro. I don't know why.
Because I ain't want to skip over Studio 6 because we were right here in Studio 6. Was a couple blocks right in the hood. A lot of people don't even know it was right down 55th. Right up the street from what Jazz.
No.
Across the street from where Breaking Bread was. But not where James at. Next door to where James was. Yeah.
It's an Airbnb right now.
Yeah.
And bro, we never had a problem with Frank. Frank was. I thought we was cool, but I think we was too much. It was too many of us. Yeah,
we piling up and out. But going outside.
Guess who we fell in love with though?
We were these.
Wallace. Now I know Wallace. Wallace don't go there. He loved Wallace, bro.
Yeah.
He loved Wallace, so he kept Wallace and Tech Click over there before they got down with Rock House.
Yeah.
And
Wallace
so-
was musical though. Ain't no telling what you like about Wallace. Over the, cause
Goddamn.
he wasn't coming out doing too much no different than what we was doing. So
Exactly.
we was a little deeper.
Old Wolf gang. Boy.
Yeah. Then it's Ernest, Wallace Ernest, and Booney.
I be forgetting about Ernest, man. That Ernest with that all of them how they
Easy. You gotta put Easy in there.
Yeah, I guess because we won't really see him like that.
Yeah,
Sight out of mind.
Easy better know, man. Now he gonna live in every state on the map, man. But that's still fam. Easy, what's up if you watching, man?
When we couldn't find a place to go, and we ended up at On Track. Just so happened, as soon as we went to On Track, bro, was the blessing.
Yeah.
When we went to On Track, we met the white boy, Blacc.
Yes,
Know who else we met?
broken English.
Know who else we met?
We met out there.
Bird.
That was at On Track?
On
Bird
Track.
one before that?
No.
Oh,
We met
Bird.
Big Bird out
What up,
there.
Bird?
Okay.
We met Blacc out there.
Okay.
And that's where James came
Can't
from.
leave Bird. I know James.
So
I-
James,
okay,
Bird,
about
and Blake,
Okay.
boom. And then they closed the studio.
Mhm.
So in November 97, they closed the studio. We all end up at Audio State.
You right. Now that I remember, yeah.
James
Exactly.
wasn't really there.
Who was there before James?
Blake.
It was Blake.
James
Blake went to
James engineered there. Of course, he knew him. Blake was the in-house
He
engineer.
did all day, every day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
James was touring with the other Milton and doing the stuff that he
And
do.
we talking about the old Audio 55. I don't know what it's called now. Is it
It's
still
Audio
that?
State, yeah.
It's still, okay,
It was
it's
called
Audio State.
Bent Records
It's
also
called
at one
Bent
time.
back then,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right here on 50. It was also on the same street, Jazz, the Jazz
55th.
club is. 55th,
55th
Jazz on
place,
55th right there, yeah. Same street, man. So we right here dropping music, you know what I'm saying, in the hood, man. And it was a beautiful thing back then, but how did you, not before we go any further, at the time, how would you say music was viewed, just say, in Birmingham? I know you stayed in California before you came here, so you seen it from a different perspective probably.
Not really. California is what it is now. It's a bunch of gang niggas. It's gang oriented, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't see no bunch of rap niggas. The only rap niggas out my hood was like Ice-T,
Yeah.
dude named Chris Love and Frosty. They had a record back then with electric rap music. It was called Radioactive. That was real big at that time. And Ice-T, which was like,
You remember that was song K1?
yeah, Radioactive was breakdancing music type of shit.
Yeah.
But some of the shit that they was
Well, that's a
saying,
hell of an era with that.
you feel what I'm saying? Some of that shit that he was rapping made it on Snoop album.
Yeah. But I don't know. I guess y'all probably, being from here to me, I'm gonna say it to me that briefly. Being from here is like, you ain't know that even though we got to finding out that certain people were from here, had roots to Alabama and stuff like that, we didn't know people from here. So it was almost like, damn, a star was like big to us. So being from California is what I'm basically saying, that, okay, knowing y'all probably didn't see them, but y'all knew they were from there.
Yeah.
So it was almost like a different bravado about, okay, with somebody from here that made it, I don't know if you was younger, so you might not have seen it like
For me,
that
it
at
was
the
different.
time.
For Romeo, yeah,
Yeah.
because he stayed in the houses with stars and
Yeah,
mingled with
could have been
stars.
Ron's influence.
But
Yeah.
for me, a star was a drug dealer and a gangbanger when I was young like that.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what you seen.
The niggas that I seen, you know what I mean? So
You ain't see the music.
that's right.
Shit,
And
yeah.
the only nigga that I seen that was rapping, that was a star, was, to me, was Ice-T and Romeo. So Ice-T was like, of course he bigger than Romeo,
Yeah.
Even though the nigga didn't rap shit that was worth a damn at that particular time. He was rapping electric rap. Breakdance
Yeah,
music, Ice-T, you know what I'm
So-
saying? The shit that was unbreaking. Yeah, you know what I mean?
This is what I thought it was.
Yeah.
This is doing that.
The Radioactive?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, but them niggas, when they came in the hood, they rapped gang raps.
Mhm.
So they had to rap gang raps. Romeo was 15, rapping gang raps.
Already, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ice-T had come over there, so when I seen him again, Ice-T again, it was Crime Pays album. Ryan Pays, Crime Pays, whatever album it is.
All that had to changed up.
It had changed up. It ain't no more of that. Now this shit is Battle Ram and do the Cabbage Patch and Fly Guy and all that shit. So now Ice-T is on some more shit.
First time I heard Ice-T,
That shit was hard.
was Colors.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first time I ever heard
Pusha
it,
album, I think,
and I
first
promise
time.
you, man, that
Remember
song
hearing
there,
it.
Yeah.
that changed the world. But that song there,
Color was here.
6 in the
No,
morning.
6 in the morning.
I mean, I remember hearing it, but Colors was so big. It was almost like, I'm telling you, I watched my cousin become blood mess with that Color. What?
That not pocket.
Introduction of the gang culture was
Yes.
super downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Weeks after the Colors came out, folks running around here talking about they playing Bloods and Crips.
2 weeks would be a 2 weeks would be a
it
overstatement.
didn't take that
Too
long.
When they came out of
The movie.
midfield movie theater,
Yeah, I heard that.
niggas had done shows up.
Yeah.
At that point. Before then, nobody wanted to be in the game. Ken, just shut the fuck up. We don't want to be in that shit. We don't, woo. Then they turn around, that shit happened because everybody was in a frat.
Yeah.
Everybody was frat. Frats was as dangerous as a gang. You know what I mean? So now that happened, boom. Everybody
Everything
went
changed
crazy, yeah.
But like I said, that's a hell of a perspective to bring from somewhere else because stuff was happening probably faster there than here because there's so many people concentrated there
Yeah.
more so than here. So yeah, things were seen on a bigger scale. Like you said, you had artists actually from there saying your neighborhood name.
Yeah.
But down here, hey, we were saying neighborhood name. We were doing that. How would you say that you seen it? Because I ain't want to lose the question that we was on when we went to the the elaboration on California. How would you say you seen the rap scene at the time? The young you now, not from perspective of what you know now.
Which from
Here,
you talking about
here,
from 80
when-
from 86 to 90 or from
and-
90 to 2000?
In the time frame when we switching from Audio State, from Centerpoint, the spot in Centerpoint to Audio State on 55th.
It's starting to
when
grow.
we doing stuff down there.
It's starting
How
to-
would you say the rap scene was here, or how it was viewed?
For me, it was starting to grow. If you did rap, niggas thought we were stars already. You know what I mean? When you turn around, we were putting the records out. It was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? It was nothing. Now niggas come up to you and say, man, I got a CD, man. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear nothing about no rap music, nigga.
Yeah.
But then niggas was, man, you lying, bro. You and you know what I
It
mean?
made them interested especially if you had some hardware.
Yeah,
You was just talking to everybody that been something, but yeah, if you had to go in the studio and show
Yeah.
somebody you was going in the studio, yeah, they looked at you different. It
Yeah.
still probably wasn't like, man, you ain't rich, but you was doing something different.
You didn't have to be
at
rich
that
when
time.
you made music at that time. They
I
didn't
agree,
didn't
yeah.
even care.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I always believe in the method, nigga.
These
Let
90s.
the people grow with you, right? But at this time, from when we started, and I'm looking at niggas like dude was from over here, Iceberg Slim them, and
I remember Iceberg.
Papa Duke, Brian Ty Uncle, Tattooed Tears, Tim.
Tim Rap?
Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell
That
yeah.
was up.
I remember you said he was into music.
That was up. I remember him saying that when he was messing with Brian, but I didn't know he rapped though. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it was a very few. It wasn't heavy. You know what I mean? And when we started taking off 96, 97, 98, it still wasn't really heavy. You had people that did it, but it wasn't really heavy. And so me being an overkill type of nigga, that when I started doing it, now we like barcodes and publishing, and now we doing real covers. You know, other niggas were just taking the CD and writing their name, but no, we got to do all
I'm
this
trying
shit.
to push it through, yeah.
You know, man, damn, I want to press these hoes in the basement. Let's go and go buy presses and we got to have our own studio, because what happened was we was going to Audio 55, and by me being in the street and going to Audio 55, I met my demise then from the Caucasians, And when they got me again,
Spending bread on that studio time.
yeah,
Yes,
and I looked at all the receipts I had, and I was just looking at the motherfuckers and adding them up.
I already know what
And
you
I
were
was
getting
like,
at.
yo, bruh, I done spent damn near 40 bands, and all I got is a CD. And some posters like that, hand, you know, on little joints, like niggas just putting the little CDs up, right? So I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. And I started noticing our watch. I go in there. Blacc was our homeboy, but Blacc was our homeboy. He had became our friend, right? So we'd go in the studio, not prepared, don't got no songs wrote. We got an idea,
You be writing.
and the fucking process of uploading songs out the computer, out of our equipment into the computer was different. This shit took 8 hours.
It was tracking, what they call it.
8 hours of tracking. So when we doing it, we're going there, we'll pour weed on a $1 million console and shit. We're in there drinking. You know what Blacc started doing? Kicking his feet up in the chair. He's smoking with us, chilling. Like, fuck it. Charge nigga by the hour.
Because when you track, the whole song had to play out for every part that went into that equipment. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So you had to do that for as many parts that was in that song, that's how many times you had to do it. So you sitting up in the air.
I asked another artist who was here, that 40 grand you spent, and said you got CDs and
poster.
Poster. Bring that to 2024. How much can you give me? What, you said 40 grand, right? How much you give with 40 grand now?
Well, I could have got that with 40 grand then too, but I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Now
some of the technology
you get a whole.
It is now.
You get your whole album done, the whole process, for less than 40.
Yeah.
Easy, right? Probably 10. Cause you talking about the beats. You talking about recording it. You talking about mixing it. You talking about mastering it. And I'm talking about going to different people. I ain't talking about the bullshit master nigga dude talking about they can master your shit on the Pro Tools station. Yeah. I'm talking about going to a mastering house and mastering it and putting everything together. You probably be out of $10,000-$12,000, right? And you could have used the other money, the other $28,000 in promotion. But we don't. But most niggas that rap today, of course, even myself then, we spend all our money putting the record together. We don't have no promotion money. So we dead before it even started. Nigga got a hell of a product that can't nobody ever hear or see.
I think you have to. I think with that music, especially from the rap that you all took, y'all was actually trying to do everything in house. Meaning, you know, the marketing, the promotion, the making the beats, the whole nine. So really, I think you got to bump your head a few times before you figure that out.
That's
because
right.
there's so many moving parts in there. So that's right. Yeah, so 40 grand. You looking it wasn't more than that.
Eventually, it became more than that. Later on, that was the first go around. But once you were able to start cutting in the house, because now I'm cutting in the house.
Yeah.
You know, now Romeo done showed up. So now we got in-house producer. T Still got better. I got better. Fred got better. Reese get one off of here and there. GP at he was still recording with us, but he was at Breaking Bread at this time. Then we got Bird. So then Bird might do some tracks, and that's just how we started rolling.
Somebody put in here, he went to Breaking Bread because y'all wasn't breaking bread.
Probably.
No, I'm just kidding.
That could be true.
Shit. It just rhymes so good, man. Shout out to GP. What up, man? I should have been over there with y'all.
But this was our, but this is our partner. This our guy. He was ambitious too. You know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of guys, everybody ambitious, and we didn't know that we had to do business and do music too.
Now, Crystal Smith here said, "Am I wrong? I thought that if you could carry 3 verses with 16 bars and a great hook, then you had a hit." That's what Crystal said.
You can have 20 songs like that and still don't have a hit.
Still not have it.
Because if you ain't got the damn money, then how you gonna turn it into a hit?
Say one about nobody.
That's right. Nobody's gonna know. You got a good song. Everybody like it. Who you can push play for? You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
everybody heard, yeah.
Yeah, you know. So it's a lot of people around here with hit records, bro. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I done been all
Never heard
around
before,
from us being in Mobile, from us being in Montgomery. My niggas out of T-Town. My niggas from Gaston, Sylacauga. Everybody that I done dealt with, we've been recording. Bro, you gotta think about it. We've been recording here since 1986, bro.
But let me ask you this. I know this is a question that's probably ahead of the horse, but I got to hear it because you done work with so many people. If you had to pick a top 3 of who the best you done work with.
I couldn't.
Well, I mean, no, it ain't holding you to it because it's so many. But when you go to thinking about all the people I work with, who stands out like, boom, now that person was good work ethic, or just good music. Who would you say, who sticks out in your head over a 3-decade career? Cause that's a long time, so I ain't gonna hold you.
I didn't say the people lasted 3 decades. I said I did.
Well, I know
so
that
some of these people didn't stop.
Well, know what I'm saying?
You know
But
what I
you
mean?
been around so long, you done heard people that done stopped that you were like, man, he shouldn't have stopped.
A lot of them.
Or he should have stopped.
It's a lot of. But when you say that, there's so many different.
Or should we go back from 90 to 2000, 2010, 2010?
It's so many guys that had different topic matter. You know what I'm saying? So if you saying in a
different value.
in a hip hop way, if you saying like that, I would say I love GP. My dude AJ the Dog. Another cat named dude named Young Skeet.
Young Skeet.
I like them. If you talking about street rap, I heard so many people from the street to prison, bro. These niggas is. This is what I'm telling you. I didn't.
Well,
The one who supposed to be the biggest guy of all of them, out of the in the state, was Atlantis Arnold. He was the biggest guy in the state. Anywhere you went in penitentiary, they were talking about him on the street. They were talking about a nigga who hadn't even been on the street in 14 years. Oh, when he hit the street, whoop, this nigga, and he was that. He just didn't.
Atlantis always was legendary.
You know
right?
what I'm saying?
Before you even met him.
It just didn't happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? The nigga is what they say was. It just didn't happen. You know, when you talk about niggas like what Big Reese do, what Northside Weezy do, what P Stone do, for me, I think our group is dope.
Who that?
You know what I mean? The Infamilia. I think it was a dope group. It was a bunch of different styles and contrasts, and you know.
You can't never forget it. You can't never leave a hit loud.
Hit is a fucking. When you talk about
monster.
this a different street shit now, right? So now
level.
yeah. So now you talking about if I was saying, okay, here go Juvenile and Trick Dad and Bootsy, then I say, well, there go motherfucking Black Hit and Gatewood and fucking probably Top Notch. I seen so many different guys, dude. You know what I'm saying? You know how when you see them, you just like, nigga ain't gonna get no better than this. Then you see another nigga coming in, and that nigga's getting better and better and better. Not only niggas that was in our crew, because we recorded niggas that wasn't in our crew, but they're extension reps. You hear what Ski doing that right now?
Monster.
Did you know Terry T or ever work with him?
No, I heard a lot about him though.
Teddy T was good.
Teddy T.
I heard Teddy T come on in the club,
Terry
and
T out of the belt.
I heard the club go crazy when
No,
Teddy
he
T.
said, but it's two different guys.
Terry.
Oh, he didn't say Teddy
He
T.
didn't say Teddy.
Okay.
Teddy was that guy.
I don't know Terry T then. I know Teddy.
Teddy was that guy.
Yeah.
Terry T is 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
I seen him at the fair one time. When I was a little boy, I was about 9. I seen him at the fair.
The Terry T guy.
Yeah.
He's serious.
He was serious, dog.
That was up.
He was serious.
That was up. But it was several artists, just like you said, man. You then took in a whole lot more. You scouted out a whole lot more artists out of this city than I have. And I'm sure you know that it was enough talent to talk about artists all night. You'll say one good one and you'll be like, oh, I left out something. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But I did want to rewind the conversation back to that timeline, because I think the timeline important, especially getting this thing on record and we record. The timeline important because understanding what the origin and where the history come from, we gotta make sure we tap into it, because some of the stuff I wouldn't dare leave out of the conversation. I know I want to make sure that we speak on tonight, and the other parts of the conversation that we have, because I know we ain't gonna get it all in tonight with you. But most definitely wanted to go into what we was talking about the equipment. Okay, you meeting Bird, and we get into different producers, in-house producers growing on the team. Bird, Blacc, even though doing tracks. I remember we walked out of, this was even before then, I remember walking out of the place up here with the DAT machine. When we thought we was down, we had them went to the next level up in the festival. What was up there? Did we go to the festival? We went somewhere over by Eastwood Mall or area, Central Plaza area, and bought that DAT machine.
It probably was a digital cassette they had, because they had a place where they did car equipment and shit.
Exactly.
Over there had turned into a little digital place.
And you
like
can play
City
dance on it or some shit.
You could play tapes on it, and it was turning tapes into
digital. Yeah, exactly.
Digital.
Yeah, a digital recorder or whatever
Yeah.
you want. Yeah, that's right. I'm saying that, but
a lot of places where I bought equipment from was this shit called Digital Playroom, and it was in Hoover off by Ellis Piano.
Okay, yeah,
So-
I know it right there across from Galleria.
Nah, before you got down there. Yeah, as soon as you come out the highway.
It's been there for a long time.
It was. Yeah.
But that was up. I wanted to get into that because I remember walking out of there with that machine that day. And you always bought little equipment here and there, whether it be a drum machine, something, a mic,
Yeah.
something to record with. You know what I'm saying? I remember you always buying equipment. MPC, that was a big leap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the equipment stage, as far as
Everybody one-on-one.
we done seen we done seen the plethora of keyboards. You know what I'm saying? I remember when T Still bought the Triton. You know what I'm saying? All that different stuff. But when a nigga got that full Pro Tools setup,
When I did that, I had just went stupid.
I don't know if there was another one in the city outside of a major
It was on the-
studio.
No.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was
only-
basically saying. Yeah.
When I bought it, it was only 3. It was my setup. It was Bates Brothers and I think that's like Bessemer type way.
Yeah.
And then Audio State got it. We, you know what I mean? So that changed our whole. That really changed our whole shit for real.
We caught a sound that it was hard to match at that point.
We was
That's a
really
hard place, say nigga. When number 3 of them, we were one of them.
yeah. We was
That's some hard shit.
fully we could do everything in house at that point, but just
I remember the boxes coming in, man. It was like Sitting out looking at it, and didn't know what damn button on that market did.
What Pro Tools ran back then?
Back then, just for the setup, the computer itself, I had 30 bands in the computer.
That ran the setup.
The board was probably 10. I probably had at that time of what I had bought just in record in a DAW basically. I probably had almost 50 bands tied up in it. My last 50.
Great question.
And so I turned around and I bought the desk and all that, and I was so excited when I got that motherfucker. 'Cause I couldn't get nobody to get the board. Remember, I was trying to get. We was going what is it? What the other
down
shit?
on 20th Street.
Yeah, what was called?
Bond Brothers.
Bailey Brothers.
Bailey Brothers.
We were
Bailey
there
Brothers.
trying to get them to give us credit. They're like, man, they told Tracy, because Tracy like I do it. He's like, man, you got to put your house up. I'm like, bruh, I know it. Who the fuck want to do that, right? So then I went back. I transgressed.
We talking about the cost. I'm glad you asked that question, Tony, because it slowed up the conversation. We talking about the cost of equipment at that time
A lot of money.
versus everything on this little box here, this computer and these apps and you know what I'm saying, online and
That
dinosaur
one,
shit.
That one let you know that he was definitely serious about what you was doing, but also let you know Rock House sold a lot of rock.
Oh man.
A lot of motherfucking rock out there. Rock, quarter, gram, ham, whole. That was shit. But that
The
wasn't up though,
focus was
man.
always the music.
Yeah, the focus was the music. And,
From that point on.
And it seemed like my punishment for that, once we got all the equipment and took it home, and my brother, he was anxious. He wanted to leave so bad. Oh, bro, I'm about to go to Instant. I got to do it. I'm like, bro, just chill.
So Rome was already here when the Pro Tools came in. He was already in.
Remember, we had another setup.
Yeah, because we had the
Mackie
with the board. Yeah. What was it called, the VS or
the
whatever.
VSA 80.
Yeah,
That was
okay.
his.
Okay.
And so the Mackie boards, and we did have these big ass digital thing. I don't
Yeah,
know
we
if
had
talking
shit
about that.
everywhere around that
Yeah.
motherfucker. Yeah.
But the AMEC theater used, we could never figure out how to bounce shit off of it.
Like I said, you always
Yeah.
bought equipment, random equipment. You know.
And what ended up happening as soon as I'm like, I'm begging a nigga for real. Bro, don't leave yet, bro. We got to see how the shit, because, I spent all my motherfucking money. I want to see the shit come on. We put it up. G convinced him to stay. So
Okay,
me, G, and Rome in there, putting all the shit together. We put everything together. As soon as we put the desk together, Romeo was like, "Okay, now I see you tomorrow." Left out the door. I didn't see that nigga until I got out of prison.
Yeah.
He went right up in that motherfucker, and boom. I didn't see him again. Until I came home in 2006.
Because he left before you left.
That's right.
Damn.
How long Rome gone before you left? So it wasn't.
Rome done went a
Yeah,
couple
so-
times. Nah.
Yeah. You right.
Rome
You
went
right.
a couple
You
times.
right.
And that was just our super struggles, because at that point,
Didn't nobody know how to work a motherfucking thing.
it's true. Nobody knew how to work that motherfucker until Jazz Real left out. Jazz Real had joined the crew.
Just to give perspective on that, it was like, y'all ever seen what's the women name, that the movie when the women had to learn how to work the computer, and that motherfucker was sitting there and all of them just sitting in that room looking at that motherfucker. What's the name of that movie? 4 Black Women or something like that.
I was about to say.
About to say the announcer, they was working for NASA. But that's how we sit there looking at the
Hidden
photos.
Figures.
Now, Hidden Figures. Now, I wasn't no machine guy, computer guy at all, so you know how I'm looking. Still ain't.
The nigga at this-
But they knew a little something about something, and still everybody in that boy looking
I
at
ain't gonna
that
tell
thing
you.
like,
I ain't gonna tell you no credit. I knew not a goddamn
Yeah,
thing
you
about
don't
nothing
know
that
what
was
to
in
be
there.
at the time.
Romeo was the guy that
I can play
supposed to
trombone.
knew all this stuff. I bring James over there because this was my guy.
yeah.
I bring Bird over there who didn't know shit about it. He just knew how to make beats. So what ended up happening was, this is, again, because we done skipped some years now.
Yeah.
When you start talking about the
Hopscotch.
equipment, now we like in 99, 2000.
Yeah, that's why I said you bought equipment, because we was in Found Heights and we was in Kingston, and
But we
we
bought
kind of
different sets of equipment in that thing. But so now
gray
Jazz
area,
Rebel,
gray years. That's what I call them, the gray years.
When Romeo get jammed, Jazz Real was like, bro, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I can't wait on you. He said, but if anything happened for me while I'm out here, bro, I'll be back. That's what that nigga told me. I swear I was down on my fucking luck. I'm staring at equipment, don't know how to work it. Bro went and got a deal. He came back. He said, look, I got a deal. I want you to produce 8 records on my album. And
Jazz Real from
charge them
Time.
niggas, charge bro them whatever
up,
you
Jazz?
want, whatever you want to charge. I learned how to work Pro Tools, the goddamn. I would read books every motherfucking day. Be Fred, T. Steel. But like, yo, bro, hold up, wait a minute. I'm calling James every time the computer stop. James, the motherfucker got a W and it's spinning. He's like, it's just loading
I
up.
remember that.
You know what I'm saying? He taught me how to work Pro Tools on the cell phone, bro. Bird came over there, showed us how to work the MPC. Cause he didn't have one. Bird had an SP1200. But when I bought my equipment,
I remember him saying, "Damn man,
you feel me?
You got no Big Bird."
Yeah.
I remember his
when he cause they used to play with Bird. Like if he didn't do if he didn't do what they wanted him to do, they would repo the SP1200.
That was some big shit though.
So when I went and bought my equipment, while I'm buying it, I'm like, I see another one in there. I'm like, yo, bro, send me that one too. I sold him, called him over there. I gave him that. He, you know, bro taught me all about publishing. I didn't know about publishing in Bird.
Ready to swap out.
It was definitely not the same
Big
term.
Bird.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't. Goddamn, I ain't gonna tell you
I know to
that.
learn that publishing and how to handle your paperwork, man. That's
Facts.
pretty bad.
Facts. I still paid him to do it. I had him as an administrator.
Oh,
But
he said something I can live
But he
with.
told me. He told me, yeah, I can live with it. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so, you know, we was at that point. He was rock house unofficial producer, artist, because niggas wouldn't let him rap. This nigga was cold as a motherfucker.
Why you don't think they let him rap?
Bird,
Why they don't know that?
Bird,
This
spit.
nigga Bird was E40 and of some more niggas rolled up in one. This nigga was a bad nigga.
Player.
That's what I'm saying. I done heard so many nigga Jockino, bro. Bro, I'm saying, bro, so many cold niggas, bro.
You got G-Son.
Cold nigga, bro.
Corleone.
Sam,
That nigga Sam used to rap.
Wallace, and Big Booney.
Hold
These
on,
niggas,
hold on. We can't just skip past that. Nigga Sam used to rap.
There you go.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I done heard that.
I'm a third of what they call East Avenue Hustle.
Oh yeah, okay.
1/3.
It's so many guys, man, and at that point of, you know, I'm in the streets, but this ain't my passion. This ain't where I want to be at. You know what I'm saying? I want to do music now because I done put that shit in my head. I got my brother.
Bro, gotta
Then
read that book.
I'm watching my brother go in and out of penitentiary too. But I know that this nigga is a genius. I'm like, yo, this nigga play the drums, play keyboards, play the motherfucking bass, play lead. The nigga write songs. The nigga's is a pretty good singer, decent singer. You feel what I'm saying?
Not
I'm
that
like,
producer.
like the nigga can rap. This nigga engineer. This nigga's a fucking.
You know what it's supposed to sound like.
You know what I mean? And so I'm like, yo, if I could only get out this shit. And we're doing music. And so now I'm wearing hats that I had to, I ain't gonna say I invented the hats, but the hats, somebody gotta wear them. So I'm slick trying to, in the end, because once Rome went to prison that same year, I was headed to prison that same year too. I got fucked over and was getting ready to head to prison. And my brother got killed all in the same year. But I'm wearing hats and I'm trying to put niggas in hats. I'm like, yo, we gotta try to make Sam the president, and we need to make. I asked Benny, I'm like, yo, I want you to manage the groups and and fucking just giving other people positions that they had never done in the first place. Like, nah, nigga, you had me do some shit I ain't never done. You know, I'm like, just fuck it.
So I'm seeing this time as you speak on it, and I ain't want your story to get too far. 'Cause I know you in the moment, and you ain't gonna slow down and ask yourself no questions. So you know what I'm saying. But
Hey, Sam, before you go too far, Beats by T still say down for whatever.
rain, sleet, snow, fuck the weather. It concerning me and my dog. Hey, you know what it is. We dipping out together. T still know what time it is, man. No shit. 1:30 East Ave Hustle. But during that time, man, when you scrambling around, I remember going, we hanging, going out, introduced me to a few people so that we can make sure things got carried on in the manner that I was, the baton I was handling, because everybody had hats to wear.
Yeah.
Once you relinquished several hats leaving. But up until the time you were leaving, I sure didn't want to skip over that period of time, because that was a bad time. Because we had, I feel like, once you got that Pro Tools, Birds, James, different people taught you how to work it. You got in a lot of people don't know you made beats.
Yeah.
You produced.
I learned.
A lot of hits on that
learned.
Street Seed album that a lot of people probably loved. This nigga produced them all.
Listen, when them niggas told me that he was gonna pay me for doing 8 records, I couldn't just let another nigga do it.
So you produced on the Jazz Real project too.
Hell yeah. Listen, I don't know. T Still can tell you, but
T-Town stand
probably
up.
the first
Shout
time
out
T
Jazz
Still
Real.
ever been paid for a beat for real was Jazz Real Project. Then the most money Bird had ever been paid for a beat at that time was Jazz Real Project.
What this is? 2000,
This is,
2001, what?
This 2001.
Okay, we done came out the late 90s and we done phased on into the new.
We just skipped a lot of shit, but
Yeah, great, it's great.
We turn around and so now we doing it. So then I'm like, yo, I gotta put some. I can't just let y'all niggas make all the money. I don't make shit. So now we in that motherfucker. Put you know what I'm talking about? Boom.
Show me how to do.
So now we like goddamn co-writing on the project, doing the beats, rap on the motherfucking projects. Boom. Turn the shit in, bro. Love it. That was our first video. Our first video. And T Still produced it. Lil Johnny first video. T Still first video.
Yeah.
The first video for
T-Town,
Rock House. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a hot song too.
Had the club, went a couple locations, all that back then doing videos.
And that was my first taste ever of legal money for something that I work for.
In the music business.
In the business I don't want to be in.
That's something real important too. When you said I want to do what I love, because the narrative sometimes is when folks is in the street that they embellish that and they don't want to leave the street.
Yeah.
But you actively are trying, I need to get this music because I'm tired of these streets. I want to get out of these streets.
Yeah,
That was real important
I knew that we had what it was. I knew who Reese was. I knew who GP was. I knew what our group was.
Reese interview coming soon.
I knew all that. I felt it. I'm gonna say I felt it. I ain't gonna say I knew it, but I felt it. This is what it was gonna be, and all we had to do was stay together, which is hard. Cause we were breaking up while we was in the motherfucker.
Niggas getting older.
You know what I'm saying? We were breaking up when going there, motherfucker, then go on scavenger hunts and finding it. I think Reese was in Midfield somewhere, and me and GP had to catch him, bring him all the way back.
Like I tell folks, it's almost just like the movies when you see it, kind of how people how you see how I even compared to Wu-Tang, because Wu-Tang remind me a lot of us when you look at the Wu-Tang movie. I ain't just capping either, but how people had to go out, find this person might be in this neighborhood, that's how it was. It wasn't all of us wasn't just together, went to the same school, in the same classroom. It was branches from different trees from everywhere, you know what I'm saying? That doing the same thing more so brought us together than being around each other and already being friends before it. Some of us were knew each other before it, but it wasn't just necessarily that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the music that
That
brought
did
us
it.
together and even kept us together this long as far as doing something that stemmed from it.
Yeah.
But at that time, like you said, you had an what were we were doing the music. The Pro Tools was y'all had to learn how to make the beats better. Everything got better, I would say, because niggas was already making beats and doing stuff. But when equipment changed, you got to learn how to work the new shit. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If you ain't, you know what I'm saying, it ain't like it is now. Well, the computer just run everything.
Yeah.
When equipment, even though you have to know how to run a new, I guess, updated version of
Yeah.
stuff now. But when equipment changed, you had to know how to work the new shit. So
Yeah.
that's what we was on at that point. What were some of the things that you were thinking about at that point? Okay, because I didn't want to go past the Gotti thing. That's when the heavy, okay, we finna get into taking this shit out. Even though we hadn't done shows
For me,
here and there.
that was, for some of y'all, it probably was like a highlight.
Yeah.
For
and,
me,
and
it
Gotti
was
was just a club.
It was the old French
The
Quarters.
old French Quarters was
Yeah.
what it was.
It was a sad time for me,
Okay.
because
You getting ready to
I'm going to prison in
Take
the
a
next
trip.
4 days. This shit is like, throw the motherfucking event, because I wasn't going to do it.
Go with jumping though.
It jumped. Yeah.
Hell with
Yeah.
jumping.
It was the first time that I said,
of the
yo,
hardest parties
we
in the
had
city
damn near
ever.
1,000 motherfuckers in this building. And watch, I go to a lot of artists showcases. I ain't gonna say a showcase, but if they do a show, a lot of them don't do shows based off of that group. They don't say, hey, this blase and we throwing a show right here and let's see how many of their fans coming in.
Yeah.
When we did, it was like, yo, it's 1,000 people in this motherfucker. But our group was different. It's like these niggas, west side niggas, east side niggas, north side niggas, everybody up in
That's
this
how we
motherfucker.
pulled the shit out.
And that, yeah, you
That's
feel what
how
I'm
we
saying?
pulled the shit out.
And it was so many people in there, bro. And they followed us, because we went on tour. We went to every club after that and just fucked off all the way until the time me turn myself in. It was like
Man,
on
we
a
ain't go to
3-day
sleep.
tour. But
Yeah.
prior to that, we had finished doing Dark City. Just let's go back. We had finished doing Dark City. We started Dark City 1, and it didn't get finished. So I ended up putting together Dark City 2, which was a lot of songs that Romeo had in the computer, some stuff that I produced, some stuff still produced. You know what I'm saying? Mostly. Fred too. I think Fred had 1 or 2 records on there.
On Dark City 1.
On Dark City 1 and 2. He might got 1 song.
Albums
on each
available
one.
online.
Online,
You
yeah,
go on
yeah.
YouTube, Apple Music. What's the different platforms
Everything.
you can find?
It's on every platform. The Unfamiliar, Dark City Volume 1 and 2. So many. I got it's like 40 albums on there.
We'll talk about it more at the end, but we ain't gonna lose ourselves in the story. But you know what I'm saying?
that
Gonna
was-
make sure they know where they can get that music at.
Now, son, let me ask you this, man. At what point and what song was it that you produced or Rockhouse produced that you knew that was like, you got it? This it? Because I know early on, you can drop a lot of songs that sound good to the group because y'all made it, but it just ain't there. But what song you felt that was like, is it? I know I got it. I know I got something.
I was we had this real big. We kept having meetings, and we were trying to find who was gonna front man. We didn't know who our front man was. We had 7. We did our album. There's 7 niggas on it.
Who gonna
We
come
didn't-
out first,
We didn't have a
like-
front man. We had Johnny Goddamn It, which is Woodline J now. He was
Yeah.
talented, but he was young.
A dog.
He was our young dog. We had G Sun. G Sun was from New York,
They call him New York.
but he was our young dog too. He wasn't much older than
Great
than
dog,
Johnny.
yeah.
Corleone.
So everybody really voted that it was GP. Everybody voted, let it be GP. For some reason, cuz wasn't around like that so much. So we were like, well, who gonna do it? Fuck it, it's Reese. We did Reese, and we started putting the project together.
Yes, sir. Went in the lab.
And it took me like 2 weeks to produce it.
Well,
Good question, because
We did it
show
in
couldn't
2
let
weeks.
this point of the timeline pass.
And
Good question.
it was like 2 weeks, and I wanted to make sure everybody in the group, everybody in the clique was on it. Cause you talking about we got 17, 20 members and associates, but just saying. But it was all in different groups, but it was just on the label, it was probably like 17 people, and we was able to say everybody's gonna push this record. We already agreed on it. We done sold tickets. We know we can make money. We out here. We pushing records out. At this time, I'm thinking, y'all at what y'all here? Y'all was here. So y'all was selling records here.
Reese,
Y'all was selling records at Piggly Wiggly. We was just everywhere. All in Chubby's, we moving records.
Wallace Jr. all over.
All over.
Alabama, the South with the
you know how
motherfucker.
easy it was to move Big Reese album? Like, for real.
When they played one song, that bitch was gone.
It was so good. Like, you know, I be like, no, let me let you hear something. Shit, when it come on.
Yeah.
And the song I used to always play for folk to say, man, this shit fat. What you like? I put on that one-on-one.
Yeah, I already know you used to say that one-on-one is a most definitely a hood favorite.
And then when I found out what one-on-one was, I felt bad because it went against my Christian values.
It didn't. It wasn't what you probably thought it was. It was a bunch of, it was
fun music.
Yeah, it was a bunch of different meanings.
You're right.
But it was bro, I had them tapped into bro brain. So me and him had many conversations and hung a many nights.
Man, y'all was
and so this was like, this is my guy. This is, you know what I mean?
All the way through.
When y'all put that album together, it was two of a kind, cause both of y'all niggas would stay up to the sun come up, go down, and come back up motherfucking again.
And start smoking again.
Both of y'all
and
niggas
so
would do that.
we like, at this point, we like smoking for 14 days. We probably smoking damn near a quarter pound of weed a day. We probably drinking 2/5 of. We slumming too, cause we couldn't go good. We couldn't go and say, yo, we could have, but we're like, no, we can't go in there, motherfucker, go get no Hennessy and no motherfucking Belvedere. What you wanna drink? Nigga like, let's drink Aristocrat.
Oh, man.
Nigga like Aristocrat. We did in the end. We didn't physically get to fighting, but we were just mad at each other. It seemed like at the end of the project. So we like, yo, go get the one with the red top and the one with the blue top. So we sat up there and drunk that shit all night. And just was creating records. And it was some records that were just pure accident. I think Reese had made a beat and he had put the fucking tempo at. We kept trying to do beats in double time. So Reese got the motherfucking beat is like 180 something. Beat terrible. This shit ugly as hell. And so this is the end of our night. Like, bro, well, we just gonna call a rap, leave, come back tomorrow. So Reese and Johnny going up the steps. I caught myself being funny. Turn that shit down, slow that motherfucker down. Boom, push play, boom. I pushed that motherfucker. Reese was probably at the top of my step and they just started singing. Johnny just started ad-libbing, bro. You can't leave now. We gotta do this
drop that one, yeah.
And that's where
a lot of nights, that's how them hits
came. This where Cadillacs came from.
Yeah.
Like just pure accident. You know what I mean? And as Kano would say, see, I can't forget Kano. See, that was one of the questions that you asked me about rap niggas. Fucking genius, bro.
Yes, sir. Kano Kane.
This nigga Kano, I ain't talking about just a production genius or the engineer genius that he is. This nigga's a rap genius.
Kano, true.
This nigga's a rap genius. This nigga's a fucking rap genius, bro. You know, for certain people to say why we didn't get rich is just because there's too many alphas and we not combining this shit. We not combining it. Them niggas in Atlanta, it be 10 producers in a room on a beat. Be rap niggas all in there. You know who else be in there? The investors. Niggas go in there and go make a record. Niggas say, God damn, man, that be hard as hell. Who putting this record out? You, Sam, or Ken? Like, well, business shit Benny finna go on drop. Well, shit. Okay, well, we on that hoe. Everybody, we gonna put the pot on Benny and drop that hoe.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Because the success from Benny is working for everybody. Niggas here won't do it. They ain't gonna do it. Because I want to say I did it. So you get some collabs, but you'll get a nigga to do a collab and he'll be shitting on you.
On the song?
Behind closed doors.
behind.
Oh man, that nigga man on that song, man. I need that nigga on that motherfucking record, man.
Yeah.
He like, bro, what you talking
Instead
about?
of trying to take it as far as where it'll go.
Because the biggest artists on Cash Money Records, like you said, they went to Juvenile, and Lil Wayne barely got a piece of it at the end, and ended up being one of the biggest artists on Cash Money.
In the end, everybody was gone.
Yeah.
He ain't had no choice.
That's
Right?
one of the things I've always said about Birmingham is that we so caught up in being starstruck and we looking at what's going on, how things are going on TV. So you looking at, like you said, you looking at Juvenile, but don't realize that's a whole team of people.
That's a
that make
room
that
full of
happen.
folks.
Ain't
Yeah.
nobody, actor, entertainer,
He ain't done it by himself.
that don't have a team.
The delusion is real, bro. When I was doing shit, no matter if I put up the money, I'm like, yo, I got other shit I be doing. I ain't staying up all night. Wallace stayed up all fucking night, bro.
that's enough.
Wallace would take CDs out and be out at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, getting in scuffles and all kind of shit with a nigga.
3, 4.
I'm like, yo, bro,
That's early.
I'm like, right,
Shit.
right. You feel me? To where I
They
drive
come
down
around
the
the house.
street. I drive down the street and say, damn, they go Wallace right there, parked. They go Wallace right there in a turning lane finna go to McDonald's. And as I get closer from blocks, the car never moving. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? I looking at he sleep. Bro, get your ass up, bro.
Oh,
You feel me? He
That's
out
right.
all night, bro. You know what I'm saying? You talking about Reese was a street nigga. So yeah, he was a barber. He's a street nigga that cut street niggas' hair. And this shit is just taking its own toll. Like niggas knew that what Reese was saying and doing was not fake. They knew that this is him. And certain shit that Reese probably didn't even want to talk about on the album, I had to bring that out. Like, yo, they know you. We ain't hiding shit. This is us.
That was always a good quality that you had in the studio to bring something out of you that was you probably ain't tapped into yourself. Whether folk call that the best in you or whatever it may be just something you ain't see yourself doing that you seen them doing. You know what I'm saying?
Every conversation I had with bro, right? Because bro religious too. You know what I'm saying?
He's a spiritual guy.
Yeah, he's a spiritual guy. I said religious, but I meant spiritual.
Yeah.
So we having God talks and all that. If you go listen to that album, you gonna hear all of that. Didn't the nigga think he fine? Then the nigga think he fine too. He like, fuck it.
Nigga ain't slacking on no confidence.
So his confidence is up. So he gonna be dressed like a player. He gonna move around. He gonna be in the sharpest car.
His dad is
be
boy
doing,
now.
hey, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be doing that. And I'm like, yo, bro, I gotta put myself in this mind, and all this shit is gonna be.
It all
It's
came
him.
out of the album, and if
It's
you know
him.
reason, most definitely you know it came out of that. But it's so general and typical, like you said, of a cat or his demeanor that anybody that knows somebody like that can relate to it.
Yeah.
So I think that's what made that album not hard to put everything behind because at that time I felt like okay, we had been through a couple albums. We had been through Off the Hinges. We had been through the
Bama Fire,
the Bama Fire album.
Both. basically, you can
Other
say-
projects that were put together
Yeah.
that may not have came out over the shelf or we may not put it in the street, but other albums that were put together. So when, like Benny said, I feel like I'm almost feeling like you brought the Reese album up when he said what song or what project you felt like put you into that.
Reese was the first album
Situation.
that I probably ever did that I was just like,
Let's go.
I'm real proud of that.
Yeah.
Now, prior to that, we was doing Lil Johnny record. And we creating bro sound.
Yeah, on
we
Chrome
putting it up.
and-
It was some more shit.
Okay.
And my brother had told me before he went to prison, it's like, yo, never stick the VSA 80 disc into the computer, into the machine while it's on.
Okay.
But I'm over there with James, and James was like, man, stick the goddamn disc in there. And so he's the engineer, right? I'm like, but Romeo said never stick the shit. man, what the fuck? What's the worst can fucking happen? He don't know what he talking about, man. Put a sticker. I took the disc, I stuck it in that bit, boom. Erased the whole fucking shit. This whole album gone.
Yeah. That the album Smoking on That Green and all that supposed been on.
Nah, this album with My Nine is on it, some kind of bank robbery record. We did a lot of records.
I remember a couple of them songs, but yeah, it's been a while.
So that shit just gone.
How long was it before you told Romeo?
Romeo was in prison.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how long before you just said, man, you know I had fuck around.
Oh, right when I talked to him, shit, because I wanted to get it back. I thought he was gonna tell me something. He said, "Oh well, fuck it." Damn, I told you before you did it. You feel what I'm saying? James was like, "Oh man, I didn't know that was gonna happen." But I told you that the nigga said it was gonna happen. But
God had sent somebody and told thee.
Facts. So you got that. You got us putting our project together because a lot of songs that was on our project ended up on Dark City too. Because it was one and a two. Yeah. So a lot of shit that was on our solo album, since we wasn't gonna finish it, I wasn't gonna be here to finish it. I took a lot of those songs and I put them on too.
Stuff around.
I put it on Dark City. I didn't call it Dark City 1 or 2. I just called it Dark City. But it was a lot of shit that we still had.
So you end up separating it.
Yeah.
Well,
then, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what criteria, like you said, that do you think goes into making a good album? As far as of that time, because we coming forward. So, what criteria do you think back then it took to make a good album versus what it take to make one you think now? Or,
I think it's the same shit.
Okay.
It sounds corny, but in marriage world, is what is it? Some old, some new, some borrowed, and some blue. To me, that means you got to create shit in new sound, a new wave, right? You got to bring back old familiar shit that people recognize. You got something blue. I mean, you got to put the blues in it. It got to come from your heart. You got to be passionate about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And use would mean like remakes. So if you look at Reese record with Pastor Doja, you know that was Pastor Dutchie. Pastor Dutchie to the left hand. So it was that record, but the beat I did on it, I had redid Because I'm Violent. I did that. You know what I mean?
I remember that bass line up under that.
And so even when you look at 101, I took the sample from 2 Live Crew that get up, and I put that in it. If you go back and find beat cut slice, I use Munchies for your bass. Niggas wasn't doing it at that point.
So you feel
I put all that shit in there.
So you feel like an ingredient from the past or a past hit will most definitely set off a song, if not make it a hit.
Yeah. Definitely. And so, you know, that was just me. When it came to Blacc Hit, who project we were doing at the same time, he ended up going to prison when we were doing it. T still basically produced Blacc Hit whole joint. Wasn't Romeo, nobody wasn't there. And so he just started rapping whatever he could get. He just started going. You know what I mean? These records didn't happen. I'm just releasing those records this year. I'm just now releasing records from our vault. Like everything in our vault, I'm like, yo, take all that shit, put it online. For one, this is probably the last time some of these niggas ever rap again.
T still did, you know? Blacc Hit?
No. Romeo.
Okay. Romeo, I've been saying that was a wrong track,
Romeo,
right? 'Cause
Romeo did some shit on that
if
too.
you ain't heard
yeah.
that, you know. If you ain't heard Blacc Hit, you need to pull him up, man.
Now,
You missing one.
Now, Sonny, when you say you gonna re-release a lot of
Art of
stuff,
Cussing.
are you gonna release it like all at the same time, or you got certain ones that you feel like may have a better shot than others and release those first? Because I know you still gonna want to put a little marketing behind it.
I don't even worry about the shot no more, man, because it ain't no without putting up $250,000 in that budget, you ain't got no shot. Then they can rap all the fuck they want to.
You gotta have that bread behind it.
You gotta have it. So you keep on shooting everybody and chasing niggas down and fighting every nigga and shitting on every nigga. You're never gonna have the money that you need to get out of the circumstances that you in.
But it's a perfect time to, and not to cut you off, but Snakes, Demetri Hall say, where every city y'all name have had an artist reach national heights, but Birmingham haven't had anyone, but in Birmingham, haven't. Everyone wants to be that person instead of letting one open the door for others.
Well, that ain't true. So when I say that ain't true, is because
that's kind of alluding to the situation where you said it's so many alpha males, though.
It is.
That niggas clash rather than come together. That's kind of like...
It's true.
Good.
But I found this little guy online in 2017. I seen he was starting to blow up. Boom. Little dude named Namir. I turned around, I got Namir. I shot him over to my nigga Guns. I shot him the Guns and I shot him the Don P. Because I know Guns be with Don. So I shot both of them to link, yo, bro, check this nigga out. We'll be starting to blow up this and that. So fam, he went in there, he checked on the nigga, he ended up locking him in. You know, I didn't want nothing from it because I'm just kind of sincere about seeing niggas from here
niggas up.
Get up. I already know if enough niggas get up, I'm gonna get my paper because I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of, and other people do too. They kind of try to avoid the fact. You know what I'm saying? So when I did it, I told bro I didn't want no money. I just wanted niggas to shake my hand and do a song with one of my artists, which didn't happen.
I was about to ask you, did he hold true to it?
No, it didn't happen. So what ended up happening is he came in like a man. He talked to me when I was doing the kitchen. And he was like, yo, bro, I ain't no use. Why would I let him do a song with a nigga when we got all the white people? Damn. Well, I'll tell you what. This is what's going to happen. You think you got the white people, but all the niggas going to see him running around in the industry without no Alabama niggas. So that means you ain't got nobody.
Nobody.
And this when they gonna all want to take advantage of you and start turning up. Cause in my mind, I'm like, yo, go tap in with the Dirty Boys, Rich Boy. Go tap in with motherfucking Atlantis. Go tap in with Weezy. Go tap in with all these niggas from all these hoods. Cause you ain't got no enemies at this time. They made Namir the enemy. They made him the enemy, bro.
They ain't knowing.
Because he ran. Not like he didn't do no whole shit. They just took him to California and didn't bring him back.
Nobody.
Right? So niggas sold 6 million records and didn't fuck with nobody from the city. Right? So that's crazy. Right? So when he was I don't want to say a nigga falling off, when he was not doing well no more, right? And I'm telling him, fam, because I consider Guns a friend of mine. I consider either one. I'm like, yo, bring him back. Bring him back to me. Because you ain't got to spend no money on studio time. Now you need somebody to also who able to talk up for you and get the producers to start spinning their wheels and get some of these niggas who got hit songs in their motherfucking archives that'll never be, this records ain't gonna be shit because they just sitting there getting cobwebs to bring them out and say, bro, check this out. Get on that motherfucker. You feel me? Then they didn't do it because a lot of niggas consider us not shit, bro. Niggas don't understand that. I was just tripping. Go ahead, say what you finna say. I was tripping.
I'm gathering thought.
I was tripping because I was looking at. They was talking about Noriega and them. Had it on Drink Champs. Said who in hip hop, who was the people that kicked down the door for the South? So now in my mind, I'm like, damn, I know all these motherfucking groups and shit. Ooh, let me go back and look up the Gucci Crew and all these niggas. So now they showing who and what they consider the South. Texas, Louisiana, Florida, Atlanta, Tennessee. Fuck Alabama and Mississippi. It ain't shit.
I thought you were still naming
This
shit.
is in the
You
beginning.
just
This
stopped.
from the
You
80s.
just stopped.
This from the 80s, bro.
How
To
true?
now.
How true? I just say how true you still think that stands to this day.
That's how they treat us. So now you got niggas like Big Crit. You got niggas like David Banner over there. Who else we gonna name?
Inside peanut butter, outside jelly.
Really?
It's tough.
7 days of
Okay.
the week. 7
Cadillac
days,
Ty.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cadillac done.
Cadillac Dunn, that's his name. Ty was from
Yeah. I didn't know the other one. I mean,
Ty's
Cadillac
from,
done down in, Enterprise.
Murder Inc. So you got better than them there, right? So then who in Alabama then who? The Dirty Boys. None of these people count to these motherfuckers.
So
And-
why? So if you've been in the business so long, why do you think it's that way?
Because we never will push the train. We never getting behind the next nigga. I'm never going to
strong.
say, yo, Sam, yo, bro, I'm doing big shit and I got records and I'm excelling. Yo, Benny behind me, he got some shit going crazy, and Sam and we, the niggas that's forefronting this push right now. They ain't doing it. It ain't, you know, they ain't gonna do it because when I get up there, I'm gonna talk about me and fuck everybody else.
Yeah. Sad.
It's crazy.
Right.
I'm not coming home to charge. So why I'm gonna charge this nigga? Nigga ain't got shit. Not you, Ben. I know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you right about that ain't got shit though. Now, you wasn't lying about that.
You know what I'm talking about? But
Yeah,
music wise,
I'm
I'm like, yo, you want to come back here and charge niggas for records? You got to get your money.
You
True.
never established a market though.
But you're
Yeah.
not establishing shit.
But to me, I think it's more valuable to do what I call good promo work because they become your promoters. Because if you think about it, if I catch 30 niggas in my city and give them all a 16, out of them 30 people, even if none of them blow, they done enough work where they pushing you like, damn, what is this? Because you putting yourself in a lot of different areas.
What if I say what you got? What you got then, bro? So you gonna pay me $2,500. You gonna pay me $8,000. You gonna pay me $4,000 for the verse, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sam, you want to do that too? So let's just say now we got
Overcharged.
$8,000. Let's just say we got 8,000, right? So now all three of us on the record. This bitch going. We gonna shoot the video on y'all. Y'all paying for it because y'all want the verse anyway, right? So take the money that you got, put that bitch together. Let's do that, and y'all run an internet campaign.
I agree. That
I
makes too
get my
much.
money on the back end, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you call working
make more
together, though.
sense.
I mean, I guess I see it one way. Cause I mean, I came up learning with you and from you, so we see a lot of that stuff parallel just about. But my thing is too, I not to get away from the foundation part of the conversation. I feel like you got to be foundated, even back to when you talking about 9 mil. I feel like you got to be foundated at home. Some people may say it don't matter. That nigga done took off. He ain't worried about no Birmingham niggas. Or the Birmingham cats might be saying, man, that nigga come down here, we gonna do this to him, that to him. The youngsters his age, cause us older cats in the game want to see it all unite, cause we know the value of that. But the thing is, the importance of the continuity at the foundation to me is, like you said, establishing that market. Cause from the way I see it, and I'm pretty sure, you know, we on the panel pretty much see some of this stuff alike. Maybe difference in some opinion, but alike. Once you go outside of here and once you create your buzz standing together, this group, that group, like, you know, we did compilations early on. Off the Hinge was a compilation of cats from all over Alabama, South, and different states. Once you stand together, your sound get out there. It's just like being in the city. your sound hit out there, people want to know who produced that? Who made that beat? Who that is rapping right there? You just created a market for yourself. So now the folks from the outside want to come in and say, okay, we want such and such. We want Big Reason now. We want Romeo who did that track. We want T Steel. So we want GP. So when they come in I always feel like those are the people you make. That's when you start making your money. But at home, y'all got to do. Y'all market ain't the same as it is from people from the outside trying to come in and for hire you now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because y'all got to work with each other enough so that it would build to the degree that you create a sound for somebody else to want. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I've always seen the market. So let me ask you this question. What do you think more important, being production, talent, or the visionary? Production / talent or the visionary? The person that actually can see it all and put it together and make it all work.
Good question.
What you think
For me,
the most important piece to the puzzle?
For me, it's a marriage of all of them, right?
Okay.
But you being talented is so many niggas. You're
can be
not the
replaced.
only talented nigga. And guess what? You can be more talented to him, to this one nigga, and the other nigga still win because he out hustle you. You got a bunch of lazy talented niggas.
That'll put you on the fence, though, y'all.
Huh?
That'll put you on the fence.
That'll put them on the fence?
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because that'll make the visionary more important.
I
said
that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the
I'm saying you're on the fence because you were saying that you feel like it all supposed to be married.
No, it is a marriage.
I was asking which one is more, you feel like it's more important to the pie, though. I know it's all, at some point, got to be a marriage.
Because you rapping don't make nothing happen. In some cases, right? Ain't no money happening.
Okay.
Right? We gotta break niggas on you. You could be fired, but we gotta get you in the right places with the right people hearing you for this shit to make money. Right?
Right.
Because if we let this shit linger too long, we let this shit go 3, 4, 5 years, you know what happened? That nigga quit. He got a girlfriend, the baby
Slowing
hungry.
down.
I'm dipping. You saying, bro, I got niggas, bro, that I got people that I did records on for 4 or 5 years. Some tens of $1,000s in the hole. And then nigga quit. How the fuck you get that back? Right?
Coming back.
How you get it back? I done got niggas, I call them like, bro, listen, do me this, bro. Just shoot the video for me, my nigga. I'm gonna pay you $100 because I don't want to give you no money for real anyway.
Yeah.
But since I know you ain't got none, you ain't really shaking shit, right? Let me give you $100 per video. So if I got 60 records, I'm willing to give you $100 per video to shoot, because I want to shoot all this shit. Because I don't know what's going to hit. I just hope it's a lottery ticket for me. I hope something hit to get my goddamn money back, man.
See, the problem was you never watched Five Heartbeat. And watch
Big Red. Yeah.
You watch Big
Yeah.
Red.
You got to
You got to rip over the garbage truck in a suit.
and make a nigga rap.
Oh, yeah.
I was just thinking about this one night, bro. I was I ain't gonna even tell that story. Fuck it. But the nigga nigga quit on you. What you gonna do when he quit on you, bro?
Cause it can happen.
With your money, he done quit.
Bread tied up.
He decided he want to be a junkie. He decides he want to maybe man up. You can't get mad at the man for manning up. Like, just help me get some gas in my car. Because right now I ran out of gas. Everything I got is in you, bro. Help me get some gas in the car, bro. Nigga, no. Because now nigga be feeling like in their mind, they don't want you to win. I'm taking it like that. I'm going to say it. I'm like, damn, nigga don't want me to win, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I go on there, I see nigga, I say, yo, nigga, you done put everybody record. You done shared everybody record. You use everybody music when you make stories. But yours. You foolish as hell.
Yeah.
I watched my one little partner. He was doing a kiss it or diss it with his own music on his page. Like, boy, you know how much money I got tied up in this shit you on here playing kiss it or diss it. You like
His
everybody.
song against his song.
Yeah.
Uh,
But everybody else around in your circle,
yeah.
you playing this shit if it's garbage or not. Make that shit a kiss it or diss it too.
Yeah.
Put it up against your shit. And let's see. I know what I recorded, bro. I believe in what I recorded. I'm gonna stand on it. And some of these niggas who creating it and writing it and producing it at times, they don't. They just don't, bro. Cause it's taking the process is a long process, bro. They say you got to take 5 years. Do you want to stay in the same situation, just making music for 5 years, doing shows, trying to come out this motherfucker?
Going hard.
Right? You gonna meet another nigga who want to put some money behind you. You ain't gonna bring him to me. You ain't gonna say, yo, Benny putting money up behind me. I'm gonna bring Tony over here.
Buying this shit.
Yeah. Like, yo, what he want to do? You want to manage him, or you want to do the marketing? You want to do the radio? What you want to do? He the label. You the management. He the marketing. Bring all that motherfucker. You got 50. He got 50. That's $250,000 you got right there, bro.
Bring him over here where somebody know what they talking about it. Instead of somebody that just a fire rapper.
Do you really believe in him, or do you just want to bring tech to the situation?
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm going to see, right? Hey, that nigga say he got 50. He said he got 50. Hey, well, check this out. Let's do this right here. Let's come up with a little plan. Bring 5 tomorrow. I'm going to bring my 5. He going to bring his 5. We got $25,000. We're going to start off with that bitch, and we going to go do whatever we going to do with it. Let's do that. Who's shooting the video? Let's go put him on a retainer. Let's go over here and mix all the records. Let's start this shit in motion, right? Because you need the money. If without the money, it ain't popping, bro.
No way.
You go back as far as you think. Who you think made the biggest impact on the state? The producers or the actual artists?
That was some cold shit.
But we all know the answer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, who you think?
I
What you
actually
think?
think producers.
Off the head,
Producers?
I probably would say producers. But even though it's been some impact for artists come out this joker, I think the producers still
Lil
kind
Bro
of.
sold 6 million records.
Who that?
Not me.
You know. I mean, I'm talking about producers as a whole, but I don't know if the producers were from here. I mean, even if you go back and start with most of the shows and come out.
Oh well, shit. You talking
But
about?
I mean, you
talking. You said, but my generation. You didn't.
Well, I mean, you can go there too.
It's just
man.
great. My shit just great. Your shit. Damn.
You can go there too now.
I mean, there's some guys still made some more hit makers. I mean, not me in this modern time. It's hard to compete with the online numbers and all that stuff. But we can go back probably before online and talk about some producers that were quaking, and also some rappers too.
You
think about
you can't deny
it's a harder judgment than
M16. All right.
I bought my ROA CD in Kansas City. Them niggas was going crazy.
M16 did. M16 did. I do. And Duffel Bad Boy.
Big. Huge.
Right? Pastor Mike is over there selling millions of records, man.
Get your boy Snipe.
Snipes a bad guy.
You got Snipe. You got
See,
what's your name? Produced on a lot of G's albums. Well, some of the last few G's albums. Or did he engineer or produce? Stickerbush.
Stickerbush, yeah. But you got a lot of guys.
If we just think about it, a little work
you got
that
a lot of guys that's under the radar.
Work that been done under the radar. I ain't gonna call it under the radar here that people just don't know about more so because the artist always gonna have a bigger face than the producer. As far as I guess when you're talking about who stood out. Because producer ain't gonna never,
which one of them was the guys that stood out, came back, got on the line with the independent niggas, and played quarterback? Rapper or producer? It ain't been.
I ain't seen that one.
That's there you go to the problem.
Yeah. I haven't seen
right?
that.
Because now we talking about the quarterback.
Yeah.
Without the quarterback, the team ain't shit.
Yeah. I'm finna go get niggas to
You know what I'm
feature.
saying?
I'm finna go get niggas to do beats. Yeah.
The team ain't shit. So if this nigga don't come back and say, yo, boy, I'm finna put this sound on you, my nigga, and we gonna run this shit.
Yeah.
He could have had 10 niggas over there.
Did
Now,
it with they team.
I done fuck with M16 on records. A lot of niggas around the city done fuck with M16 on records. I don't know if I can say that he didn't try. But is that his game? Is that what he do? Do he go out and try to connect the dots with the label? Because you got some people that connect the dots with the label. Or do you just produce beats? And if the motherfuckers hit, y'all connect your own motherfucking dots. You telling people that don't have it. You know, you got nigga with a lot of connections. Guns got a lot of connections. Fable got a lot of connections.
Definitely you go to Gump, you know, you got a lot of
all these guys
quaking going on down there in that Gump as far as producers and artists.
Yeah, but are they connecting the dots? So even with Lil Bro, when I was telling you about him, I was like, yo, bring fam here, let's just open up a studio. Let's open up the studio. And as you know, you could do your own thing. Our main concern is you. The compilations and the mixtapes, that's just shit you can tour off. You can just tour off this shit, bro.
Yeah.
You can tour off this shit. Let's get it all together and get some money and let some of these other niggas, because some of these other niggas is better than you. Truth be told. Some of these other niggas is better than you. But so you need them, because that's your staff and your shield, bro. You need them.
What's up, man?
But most of them don't feel like that when they up.
Oh, man. I did say lyrical niggas like GP. Bucci. Bucci a bad nigga, bro.
You right.
Fat boy Bucci, you check the
I
shit?
can't say I'm too familiar with his music, but I done heard y'all speak on it.
Bad nigga.
I probably have heard his music and don't know it was him. Yeah.
But I definitely heard of him.
But we most definitely won't get too far down the line before we let you get the cause the timeline as well as the interview gonna go on another episode, and I know B got to get a couple shots out and advertisement off, and we most definitely want to get the Rock House advertisement off, the Rock House University, cause everything that been brought forward with now Rock House Records. It's still Rock House Records, but now you can AKA you can also call it Rock House University, man.
Yeah.
I'm a proud student and member. But
I think it should probably be Rock Out Community College.
say that what it
You know
is.
what I'm saying? They kid me trying to sound big and shit, man.
Rock House State.
We're gonna do a Rock Out Technical Institute, man.
Yeah. But most definitely gonna let them know what you got going on right now currently, because I know they can pick some of this nice gear up that like I got on right here. And other gear that you got on deck, man. You always have on deck here. Let them know what's going on, where they can find that music and gear, man.
The music is on all your DSPs, Apple, iTunes, Spotify. Just depends on who you're looking for. It's so many. It's like 40 artists,
exactly,
40 different artists' album out there.
Just go down that Rock House wormhole.
Yeah, and you know, right now I'm doing the clothing line.
Yes,
This
sir.
is my first year. Been rough too, but it's my first year. You know,
First year what?
So
The clothes?
yeah. Now, I ain't talking about when I was doing clothes back in
Okay, I've been saying.
back in '95 and
Yeah,
we was
I've
doing
been saying, you ain't just
but-
started doing no
but this
clothes,
is
man.
as Rock House University, this is the first
Yeah.
year.
I gotta give him one now, cause
year.
you know he ain't just started, cause
Yeah.
I got one of them vintage dogs up in this thing. You
The
feel me,
two
man?
vintage.
The first Rock Out t-shirt ever, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they
Yeah.
know me for, man. I'm vintage, man. They
Yeah.
call me no, but I'm vintage, man. The first
Yeah.
Rock Out t-shirt ever. I got the new on, and I got
sure.
the first one on that ever dropped.
Yeah,
Kings and
man.
Prizes,
For
1990, whatever it was.
2 for 15.
Yeah, man, 2 for 15. These things right here
Yeah.
was going hot, man. Off the press, we was all through downtown.
I like
with
that. I
them.
might bring that back
Hey,
alive, man.
I probably got the last 2 living. I ain't getting up there one. They got to pay me for one of these, boy. But yeah,
Yeah, so you know we doing that with the clothes.
been doing clothes, man. But come check them out.
You know, got my I got 3 books out right now. A Note from Sonny, written by E.L. Harrison. My guy, rest in peace to my guy Mark Harper. We got Process of Elimination Part 1, 2, and 3. Mostly Mozart Part 1 and 2, and
Book writing, author, editor.
now we got some movies that we've been doing. I'm getting in with Z1. We're gonna get in and finish some stuff. Stuff I shot with James Fred, my guy Meat and Goof, and Ayana Shine. I did Welcome to the Blotter Owl with her. You know, now we just got to finish some of the stuff up and do it. I got a blockumentary I did, narrated by Muff.
Okay.
And
The blockumentary.
yeah, and so you know I'm gonna drop that.
A look into life of addiction.
Yeah,
Yes,
for
sir.
sure. So I'm just doing different projects, trying to get my feet wet, man, and see what happened. I still do music. I'm just waiting on the right person. You know what I mean? I need the right person.
Is the studio open for business here?
It's not open for
A lot of
business.
people don't know it's the studio
here.
and clothing store back here, right here in the barber shop.
It's here, and I can be
it's
tempted.
the studio open.
Studio.
Yeah, I can be tempted, man. I got
Crazy.
you know, right now I'm just looking for the right engineers and producers to work with.
You know who's gonna be the best one?
Come back to life.
I'm telling you, hey, you man, you gotta come on with it. Cause
Yeah.
He still got it in them fingers, huh?
Cause one thing I learned, Sonny, you know, like even with me dealing with this entertainment on the comedic side,
Yeah.
the best way the shit get done is through thine self. Until thine get it to a point where it's in demand so much where it can be allocated or delegated. Because if you allocated or delegated too early, it ain't enough money to make somebody stay for your vision.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had to learn that. And it hurt sometimes because you were like, fuck it, I'd be up all night. But once it started rolling, it's easy to say, hey, man, you need some help. What do? And you can actually, you know what I'm saying, require something out of them.
They would
Now
come
I know
over
what you
here
need to do.
just to fuck with you. That's what the devil said.
I ain't never
They
said
can
they
make
fuck
you doing
with
what
you.
you supposed to
That's
be
what
doing.
happens. Like, motherfucker come over there and be working with you, right? And then they start telling you they rap dreams. And then next thing you know, man, why don't you go and record me, man? Well, you need to let me do my thing. And then now I'm caught up in some more shit that after I record him and we got a good project, and then the motherfucker quit and go work at fucking JCPenney's after that. So, huh?
What you call it, a hot 16? I think Sam still got him a hot 16.
What you think?
Hey,
You wanna
if
hear?
it wasn't my interview, I'd give you one. I mean, if it was my interview, I'd give you one, K-Week.
Well,
Then I need another
then
shot.
Too, he ain't got to do a high one. He can do a high one off something that was already previous just to show him where he was at that time. What you think, K1?
Oh, yeah.
What about it, Tonyo?
Oh, yeah.
LA, what it is?
I want in.
I sure know give y'all one on my interview, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't say now. I tell you now, even though
When I sit in that middle seat, I'm gonna give you one.
see,
You know what I'm saying? But
know
Sonny
that-
Blacc in that middle
Hey,
seat
I
now,
know-
goddamn, he'll give you a 16.
See, LA, I know he ain't gonna rap it, but you know, if he was chosen, we gonna be like a what if. Off that song, off the Big Reach album, Sonny Blacc started off the song. Now it'd be fine for Sonny Blacc to start it off, then Sam come in on his verse. So
What
then
you talking
instead
about?
of, you already know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
Handle
started
your
off.
handle your business. Okay, that what's up,
Call
man.
my phone. You know what I'm saying? I said
Tell
the
me
first
that you blocked,
line.
John.
just
Ain't no
keep
doubt.
going.
That's a hard one.
That's
That's a hard
one.
one, man. Check it out, man. Sonny just told you every link you can get to find that music,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you can still get that Rock House, them Rock House classic We used to be pumping at Chubby's and down the street at the American Legion and
Sure.
over at Al's before it was Mike Cross Road and what it is now, Empire. And Magic City before it was what it is now, Privé and
it's the Palace now.
the
right?
Palace. Those
It was the Palace then.
No, it was Magic when
What is it now?
Boone was doing the Magic
So what is it now?
Wednesdays. It's the Palace.
Okay, so it was
Back
Magic
then
City.
it was Magic City. Yeah, it was still
yeah.
Magic City back then.
Brad's Key.
Brad Key, man.
Tijuana.
Tijuana. You can't forget the Rocking Horse, man, because we talking about, if you talking about, I know we wrapping up, B, but you talking about the place that really gave us opportunity back then.
Miss Judy at Chubby's. Listen, I didn't win in a lot of clubs.
Stages. We talking about stages.
When a nigga didn't have, if you didn't have no paper and you wanted to promote your music and you want to do it, this legal, right? Miss Judy would say, hey, pick a date on this calendar and go out there, go purchase some tickets, and sell your tickets to your people who want to hear you rap, and then come in here and do the show.
Gave you the game.
Give you a door split.
Yeah, where did the building to do it in?
Give you the building. She gonna put the security together. She gonna have a DJ in that motherfucker. She gonna have the mics in there. She might give you a few free beers. That motherfucker. Listen, man,
hell.
nobody that I've seen. I done been in a lot of clubs. Did it like Miss Judy to help some young niggas. I haven't seen it.
Man, it was live, man. And we even broke down the plateau with the rap shit, you know what I'm saying? The platinum, we broke it down. Yeah.
Rock House was always, they was the rap scenery of Birmingham. They were the coordinator of the rap scenery that flew through Birmingham in the city.
That's an injury, baby.
Heart pumping through the city, like we was there.
Outside. What them young folks say, we was outside, man.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of it was
Wasn't
a
no
lot
studio.
of it was a lot of people, but you know, like I tell them, like, yo, bro, we've been there for 30 years.
Yes, sir.
From 94 to 24. And if I count Rome, then shit.
Actually, our life. And I always say, what we go to be, I always say, man, a lot of during the era we was doing all that stuff, how we was living in the studio all day, always 5 to 15 jokers, sometimes more going at it or on looking, you know, because you always had somebody on looking where you had to, you know what I'm saying, spit your shit. That we live what people actually appreciate about the music business. As far as just say when you look at how people look at stuff online now, they appreciate more so that come up story and that background story more so than they appreciate the mug when they get the bread. Cause it's like when the mug get the bread, they start talking about things above people's head, above your pay grade. It's almost like they down on you if you ain't got the type of money they got. I ain't saying all of them do that. I'm just saying that's a perspective that you take if you looking at the artist. People like the artists on the come up more so than they do when they make it. That's in my perspective.
Yeah.
So I feel like we live that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you just take the goddamn other side of the rainbow with the pot of gold away from that bitch, you just goddamn chop that bitch all right before you get to that motherfucker big ass pot of gold, cause we got some gold out of it, got a lot of knowledge out of it, and like Young said, made one of their first legal checks doing that thing. There wasn't no chump change. You know what I'm saying? So it was rewarding as well as it was trial and tribulation and trial and error or whatever words you want to use. But I feel like we live the best of times in that thing, as far as the streets and the studio stuff, and you know, even with some of the ladies, man, you know, hey, we gotta live it in, you know what I'm saying?
We had fun.
Yeah, we had fun, man, but it most definitely
2024 got that.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna call no name. But yeah, man, it most definitely was some of the best air, and we gonna get down in there on some of it, man. And what's some of your closing mark for the night, man? Before you know we reel this thing over to part 2, cause you most definitely got to do a part 2, 3, 4 of it. Take it.
I can't bring GP to my next interview because
Gotta have PL.
Nah, I can't because
Okay.
I start talking about because we just got up to generation 2. We didn't get into generation 3
Yes, sir.
of me coming home from the joint and when it's Rome K and Thody and T and P Stones and all that.
Purposefully, now because we know there's a chapter out there that we got to go in, but because you gonna start spinning off into the origin.
Don't let this nigga start another sentence. We're saying on part 2. Cause I already know once you get off in that second chapter, boy.
Come on with it, man. Wrap us up.
So this has been another great episode of Barbershop Stories Podcast, episode 130. We've been sitting here with Sonny, Blacc, a.k.a. Ken Christian, Rockhouse University, Rockhouse Records, clothing, books, movies, the whole 9. Y'all look for that part 2 coming up in 3 weeks. But before we leave, y'all make sure y'all check out that website at BennyMac205.com. You can see the podcast. You can see upcoming shows and events. This week, right here in Birmingham, we got My Beauty, My Ashes, presented by Miss Angela Hunter. It's a whiteout breast cancer event. They got me doing some comedy at a breast cancer event. But guess what? I shall take on the task. That's tomorrow at the Birmingham Museum of Art. It's my first time there either. I got a little suit coat I'm gonna put on. So I'll be there. This Saturday, Enterprise, Alabama. We will see you for the Cisco's Comedy Night hosted by me, comedic narrator Benny Mac. And we got Bama Bell, Keisha McCall, comedian Felicia, and Floss the Mac on there. Appreciate you, Shirley, for letting us host that event there. We got that there. And Sunday, Alcorn State University. Hey, I see y'all for the Alcorn Alumni Weekend. Y'all invited me on the show. God damn it, it's on.
HBCUs.
Comedian Felicia and comedian Oscar P. So, hey, we will see you there. DC Comedy Loft, I see you with Shay Clemens. And several other spots that don't have as remember, so make sure you visit that website at BennyMac205.com. Shout out to all the people who stayed here tonight to sit here and watch one of these legendary interviews. Shout out to Z-Lens Media, K1 on the ones and twos, and I'm talking the camera and the laptop. And that's what it is. We're a real live barbershop. We're open 7 days a week, 7 of the best barbers in the city. Shout out to King Cutter. Shout out to Lex. Shout out to Caden. Shout out to Corey. Shout out to Big Reese, Sam, and my goddamn self. So we'll see y'all next week right back here, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Barbershop Story Podcast. Don't forget to like, share, or leave a comment. Let us know you was there. We'll see y'all